Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you're having a spectacular summer day. And I hope that the time that we spend together, it's going to make it even a brighter summer day. You know, the older I get, the more that I think. And I think everyone wants to live on the top of the mountain. But all the happiness and growth occurs while you're climbing it. And while you're trekking to that top of the mountain, whether you believe it or not, think of this: water has played an important part in your life. Yes, water. For me, water, before I was 8 days old, they tell me I was baptized in the holy water. How many times can you remember water being an important part of your life? I can remember swimming in the pool and getting those swimming lessons. And then later in life, swimming at an inlet of the Missouri River called Old Mission Hole in the Wall. Or canoeing the St. Croix in Wisconsin and paddling, and wanting, at that time, some good spring water. Maybe even this Evian. Now, Evian, top of the line. You're willing to pay $4 for a little bottle. By the way, Evian, spelled backwards, yes, I know, is naive. Water is one of the magical elements that makes life possible on planet Earth. And even though water holds such immense powers, it is perhaps the simplest of all elements. Just look at it and its properties: formless, shapeless, colorless, odorless, tasteless, transparent, supple, and fluid. Can anything get more simpler than that? Probably not. The more that you study water, the more it fascinates you. For instance, if you hold water in your hand, it will slip right through it. Yet there are huge ships that effortlessly, they float on that body of water. Believe me, those are huge ships going through the Panama Canal. And also, water comes across as soft and yielding, yet it can bring down massive structures during the floods. Believe me, this city knows back in 1972. If you study the nature of water closely, you will realize that there are many lessons that we can learn from it. I'm standing now at the banks of Rapid Creek, which is a tributary of the Cheyenne River. Now, Rapid Creek is approximately 86 miles long, has many rapids. It rises southwestern part of South Dakota in the Black Hills National Forest, and it flows east and is joined by Castle Creek past Silver City, and it goes through the Pactola Reservoir and emerges from the Black Hills, and it flows through Rapid City and joins the Cheyenne River approximately 13 miles southwest of a little town called Wasta. Now, one of the lessons that we can learn from water is calmness brings clarity. Your mind is like water. When it's agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. So whenever you feel confused or frustrated, the first thing you need to do is stop thinking and relax. In other words, you need to stop giving attention to your thoughts and divert your attention to something neutral, like your breathing. Take a few deep breaths and let your attention rest on your breathing. Calmness brings clarity to your mind. It is like this water. When it's agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes more clear. Another lesson sometimes you need is to relax and let go. Rivers know this. They're in no hurry. We shall get there someday. When you look at a stream or a river, you realize that rivers are in no hurry. They are not eager to reach the destination. They just flow along. Like in the song Showboat, they just keep rolling along. So every now and then you need to get out of your mind and then get out of our man-made goals and simply rest on our being. Live in the moment. Relax. Let go and get into the flow. Feel gratitude and find joy in the little things of life. Being flexible is the basis for growth. As water shapes itself to the vessels that it contains, so a wise man adapts himself to circumstances. Water has no shape or form. It molds itself to the vessels that contains it. By being rigid, you allow the ideas in your mind to control you. By being fluid, you become free from these ideas and become open to learning and growing. So being adaptable is also the basis for growth. There were two sailboats approaching each other, moving steadily and speedily along in opposite directions, yet driven by the same wind and on the same water. The boat's direction is determined not by the wind, but by the set of the sail. Every person has within them the right and power to set their own sail. The winds of life and the waters are on may be beyond their control, but the set of the sail is fixed within their mind and heart. Set of the sail is nothing more than your attitude, your outlook, and your faith. So the next time you turn on water, maybe to take a shower, water the lawn, or even quench your thirst, remember the magical elements of H2O. And until we talk again, you take and have yourself a good and godly day. And enjoy His water that He has provided for us. For after all, how can it be a good day if it's not a godly day? You take care now.